At the Chamber of Commerce right on Market Street. I'm with Shelby and Danielle.
Hi.
Thank you for joining. Good morning, Frederick.
Absolutely.
We're talking She Week.
Yes.
And that is the event put on by the Frederick Chamber. It's a week long of festivities. Tell us a little bit about She Week and kind of how it got started for those that don't know.
Yeah, so this is the 7th year of She Week, and it was started from our Women in Business Committee, really wanting to do something for the women in our community about Women's Equality Day. And it just kind of has evolved and grown throughout the 7 years.
It's definitely grown.
Yeah. We have a great committee, that really wants to put on amazing events for our community. So,
well, and speaking of committee, Danielle, you're part of the Women in Business Committee.
Yes.
How long have you been a part of that?
Oh gosh, this is my 2nd year as co-chair, and I'll step off of that lead, and we'll have new co-chairs next year. I believe this is my 5th year.
Sure.
You've been there.
I started as a volunteer and then put in my application for the actual committee, and so officially, unofficially, somewhere around there.
Excellent. And so what is the committee itself? What do you guys work on throughout the year?
Yeah, so we kind of talk about what do we want to put on for women in business, and you don't have to own a business. And I think sometimes that can be a misconception because we're called women in business. You don't have to be a business owner. It's just women who are working. Women, essentially. But that can be the nonprofit sector. It can be the government. It can be anything. Helping you maybe network with people that you haven't networked before with, providing those avenues. Maybe it's leading a workshop on a specific topic, like momentum is a topic for She Week this year. And so just kind of providing those resources and people that maybe they are not in rooms with and getting them in the rooms. But we also do fun things like maybe a happy hour. We collect donations for a nonprofit for our Random Acts of Kindness each year. And so finding different women-led, women-owned, women-empowered businesses that we can help support is essentially what.
That's phenomenal. And really, I mean, I love that Frederick really, just as a whole in a community, reaches out and supports not only all businesses, but certainly women in business is very, very cool. All right. There's several activities during She Weeks. I just love this week. I think it's just phenomenal. Talk a little bit about some that aren't available anymore, but some that everybody else can join in on.
Yeah. So conference day. So She Week is August 4th through 8th. So it's coming up very, very quickly. But our first day is conference day. That's on Tuesday the 5th. We are on a wait list for that right now, but we will have workshops and activities and panels and keynotes. And that's always a really good
Can't wait till the convention center comes. We might be able to double our space there for that.
That would be great.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Wednesday of She Week is She Pitch, which is held at Hood College. So we'll have 6 women entrepreneurs who are pitching their business to a panel of judges, and they can win up to $5,000 in funding. And that is free and open to the community. So anybody can come. That's at the Hodson Auditorium at Hood College. And then we have the Sheroes on Thursday night, which we are honoring 3 incredible Sheroes this year that celebrate the strength, heart, and equality of our community. And that's on Thursday at Union Mills. And we do still have tickets available for that.
Okay. That's really... all of these events, you get a little bit something different. It's kind of different people, which is really kind of cool. I love She Pitch, just obviously because you're seeing the future of Frederick. I just interviewed again for the 2nd time Jenny from Serenity Swimming, and watching her grow, watching some of these businesses really just become a thread of our community is really, really exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody to find out more information and to get on the list if you need to, you just go to the chamber website.
The chamber website or just sheweek.org.
Okay, excellent. And what has it been for you, kind of now that you'll be finishing out a co-chair of your 2nd year? What has the impact been for you to be a part of Women in Business? And what would your suggestion be for somebody else to get involved?
My suggestion for anyone to get involved is just to get involved. Just put yourselves in those rooms. Just start volunteering if you can, or just start coming to the events. When I joined, I was a very brand new business owner. I was a stay-at-home mom for over a decade, and so I was completely new to this arena. And I know that we have a lot of people who come to our networking events who are maybe new from out of town, or they have a job transfer here, or they are a new business owner, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they just got out of college and they're entering the workforce, and this is like they're in business development. Just, I know what it's like to be a newbie. And for me personally, when I decided to, or was appointed, wanted to be co-chair, not decided to, but when I was elected to be co-chair, in my brain I had decided that that's what I wanted to do.
Well, that's the first
I
step,
manifested it. But I really wanted to, I think one of my very first events was we did a trivia night at Frederick Social, and we did it by design where we had assigned seating. So that way people didn't come with their friends and it was cliquish or familiar for people. We assigned people to tables, and we did our homework where we looked at people's friends on Facebook to be like, who do they not know?
Wow,
and very strategic. Like this was a heart and soul project for me, and people probably looked at it like just trivia, but I really wanted people to get to know people that they didn't know, or get to know anyone in the room, so that way they didn't feel like they were standing in the corner, because I know what that feels like. And I'm sure we could go to any networking event and we can see those people. And it's hard when you're an introvert. And to this day, it's still one of the things that have been talked about, that trivia night, of how much fun it was and how the connections people have made, people on our committee have made, people didn't know what Women in Business Committee was. So for me, it was really just not wanting anyone to feel left out, and just really including everyone. And then for She Week specifically, it's been really cool to see it grow, and how we're at such a large space now, and we've outgrown our previous space, and hopefully we'll outgrow this space, and then we'll have nowhere to go.
But hopefully there'll be somewhere to go once we outgrow
we'll
this
have a cricket
next
ground
space.
apparently here in Frederick, so we can see 10,000 people for it. Really, I mean, I think it's, I think the first thing is being involved with the chamber is so vital. I know people think, and I even thought this when I first started my first company, I don't have time, but it is worth the time. Prioritize it, because there's a group of amazing people supporting your businesses here, and there's so many resources out there, but you
many
know,
connections
if
you
you
can
don't
make.
if you don't step out and just do it,
you just have to. You have
do
to
something. I agree with that.
Yep.
All right, we're going to put the chamber website up so you have it, or it's sheweek.org.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
You should join all of those things that you can. Maybe get on the wait list for the conference for this year. Mark it down for next year, because it goes quick.
Yes,
I mean,
it
like
does.
I can't believe.
I know. I can't believe we're already here.
It's awesome. But it's a great week to celebrate all the women who work in Frederick and who participate in our community. I love it so much. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.